Dabba is also focusing on the connectivity for all the areas who are underprivileged right now, right? Which is a great initiative. Ultimately, we want to connect the entire India and of course the entire world. So people are getting the internet super quickly in the cities and in the towns. So villagers shouldn't be left behind. We have the users there, right? So people are using everyone, has their mobile phones right now. With the high-speed internet connectivity like this, I think it solves the major problems that they are facing. I'm definitely sure that it will happen. But in this year itself, I'm hoping to see Dabba connecting at least 60 or 50% of the rural areas across the Bangalore.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Chai and Wi-Fi podcast, where we talk to people from DePIN, Web3, and across the community. Today, we have Chandan, a member from the community who is from India. He's involved with a lot of different projects across the country and is part of the Dabba community. So, a pleasure having you here. Thanks for joining in. How's it going today?
Hey, thanks for having me. Going good, fantastic. Weather is not so good, but vibes are good.
Yes, the monsoon season has been kicking in with a vengeance this year. Anyway, so Chandan, so tell the community about yourself. Who is Chandan? Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Chandan is a normal Web3 guy currently. Been here for over 4.5 years. Been supporting so many Solana projects since then. Of course, started on Solana and Ethereum, but found my home on Solana. So never looked back ever since. I've been currently working as an ambassador, Indian ambassador for Monkey DAO India, and also I'm an ambassador for All Domains, a domain naming service, and also Proc, another DePIN project, and I'm also a Psy community mod. So that's a short intro about me. And
Nice. Yeah, super interesting. Great to see that, you're involved with a lot of these communities in India as ambassadors or even as a participant. So tell us a little bit about that, especially since you work across different types of projects. Uprock as a DePIN project, Monkey DAO, which is different. There are these different projects that you're working with.
Yes.
So how are you seeing community, especially with DePIN coming into India? How are you seeing, community reaction to this?
To be honest, being loyal, dedicated, and supportive to the projects goes hand in hand. In my case, I've been fortunate enough to identify such projects in the earliest phase. So I've been creating content during the events, and also I've been focusing on video contents apart from being active in these communities. So that's how projects see you, and they provide a platform. And when the opportunities come your way, so you don't just leave them in Web3, right? So just grab them with both the hands. And when you see someone who is doing the hard work, like Dabba Network. So I think I know Dabba Network for over a year now. My first conversation happened during a Solana Hacker House, and it was a no-brainer for me to support. My first point of contact was Rumor, so it was no-brainer for me, right? The conversation was really good, and I loved the idea. So that's it. Our first impression is always the best one, and that's how I support the projects and I identify the projects. Yeah.
Nice. Excellent. So now you said you're also part of like the Uprock community, like another DePIN that has been, gaining a lot of traction. And I'm sure being a part of the Dabba community, you've also interacted with a lot of people in that community as well. DePIN is very new to India, right? Just over the last year or so. How have you seen, people's reaction to it and, the adoption to it in India? How has that been for you?
DePINs, I think people are still unaware of these projects. Apart from IRL events, I am focusing on going out to the public, in the crowd gatherings. I own a business in the university campus. So putting up an educational stall there, or maybe like a hoarding there, that there is an earning opportunity for you guys through crypto, and just use them, buy them. Or there are some cases where you just have to download their apps and let their bandwidth run in the background. So that earning is that simple, right? So if you educate them, I think more people will be attracted to DePIN. And I can say we are super early in India, to be honest.
Yeah. That's some, a great point over there. India is very nascent in its adoption towards Web3. Even though we have so much Web3 adoption in India, people think, oh, there's so many, if you look at the data of wallets and, people who hold crypto in India, they're like, the numbers are staggering, and they don't realize that's because we just have so many people.
Yeah.
But, if you look at it from, a broader perspective, there's still, a lot of skepticism. There's still a lot of people who are yet to get in. And DePIN proves, this kind of nice track of showing utility, showing something you can do practically and get something in return, right? It's a great kind of onboarding function for people getting into Web3.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, essentially, I mean, you summed it up, right? So I hope they all get in early, like we are. So yeah, that's my only hope.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, it's never too late. There's
Yep.
the, the ability to expand, and the opportunity is so great. For those of you listening, it's never too late. Join in, and you'll have a great time.
Yes.
Tell us about, so just moving a little away. So tell us about your introduction to Dabba and how you came to know about Dabba and what made you so interested in what we do.
To be honest, the yellow kurta that you're wearing right now, so that was my first ever introduction. I rumor we were in contact on X. We were in DMs, and the clarity of mind and the idea of Dabba network that he explained to me was, I mean, incredible. So that's how the conversation started, and we spoke about Monkey DAO because I mean he was also a part of it. I guess some months back, and yeah, general IL events, and the conversation started from there. And we have been in touch, to be honest. Like I've been in the Double Discord for a long time now, and seeing the growth from where they started to execution, and then sponsoring the event Solana Summit. So all those things, like I've been seeing it with my own eyes. So that's how the real conviction grew. I mean, grew actually. So it's actually when you see someone telling an idea, and when you are witnessing the growth of it to the execution part, so it's actually amazing. So I also spoke to Shubs during the event. So yeah, I mean, you guys have some of the best knowledge about DePINs, and I mean, I think it's safe to say that you guys have kickstarted the DePIN era in India, because although the products were there, but the platform wasn't there. So through Solana Summit, of course, sponsored by you guys and few others, so the platform was made, and now seeing more and more people leaning towards DePINs is really good to see. And what more happy is that I mean they're all being born in Bangalore. So it is so amazing to see that. I mean so that I can connect with them with much more easier now.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of Summit, that it was great to have kind of this event in our own backyard where we were able to bring down, some of the major deepins from across the world, and you also had the opportunity to be a part of it. What is your perspective on, deepen in India now that you've, interacted with all these projects, seen, talk to founders, talk to community members, you were there at the event, right? What does the future look like for deepen in India according to you?
Trust me, I'm not even exaggerating. The potential is immense, and the potential for people to get in early and also to earn more is huge. Now, many people are not realizing it. These days, people are, chasing quick money, and of course, I mean, it's not wrong, because when there is an opportunity, so it's all in their rights to chase them.
Yeah.
But when you have a long-term vision for Web3, so I think DePINs are the only way, to be honest. There are other products, of course, NFTs. There are, of course, DeFi platforms, which will be there forever. So, right. But if you're focusing on a long term, like if I want to invest now and if I have to earn on a longer duration, I think DePINs are the only way. And through the Solana Summit event, I think it showcased the potential of the Indian projects, and the potential of them, what they're capable of doing, right? And Dabba is worldwide right now. Like, I mean, even although it is being present in India, but people worldwide, at least in Web3, knows about Dabba. And same with other projects who are present during the day, right? So eventually people are realizing that, okay, DePINs are the future. So I would only say, get in early. If you see a DePIN word associated with a project, get in early.
But
I
do
mean,
your own
back
research first. Yes.
yeah. I mean, that's how even I have been, to be honest, tracking the things, and I have had the privilege to converse with at least 5 to 6 deep in projects born out of the city. So safe to say, they're going to make it big. To be honest, I mean, I wish them to make it huge, but they have a very big potential in the space. They are still early, and yeah, it's up to you guys now. The signs are there, and you have all the ingredients available on X and Discord and Telegram all over, so it's not that
Yeah.
difficult to find the projects, and just go find and just support the project, invest early so that you can get rewarded super heavily later.
Yep. I mean, you heard it from Chandan himself. DePINs are the projects to start aping into. Again, make sure you do your own research. There are a lot of great projects out of there. And I like how you also pointed out that there's so many projects coming out of not just India, but coming out of Bangalore, right? And DePIN projects especially. We over the last, I would say, 1.5 years, there's been this incredible spike of projects, really good projects being built in India, which is very, very exciting. Now, obviously, you being an Indian in India, and the problem that we're trying to tackle, which is connectivity and people having access to internet. What does this mean to you, like in terms of the need for access to internet? Do you see this problem around you? Why do you think it's so important?
See, firstly, I mean, thanks to I said this to Shubs as well. Like, thanks to you guys for bringing such an amazing idea of connecting Web3 to real world problems that we are facing here. I mean, I'm the best example, to be honest, because I live in a village side in Bangalore, right? I mean, now it is BBMP where I live right now, but I was born and brought up in a farm. I mean, in the farms.
Right.
So to get access to the TV back then was so difficult, right? Like, we had something called the normal dish, then evolved into the city cable, then came the proper this Tata Sky and the dish, right? So I've seen the evolution of it, and I know the difficulty of the connectivity, especially. And internet, I still remember going to the BSNL office, paying around 1,200 rupees back then when during my school. And I was the first person in my village to get the internet broadband. I mean, it was not Wi-Fi; it was just a broadband connection, right? So since then till today, where it is super easy, you just do it everything online, and the person will come to your home, will fix everything and goes. So now, there are many areas in India currently who live like that, how I lived back then, still, right? So that is the issue right now. So I think which is a great initiative. Ultimately, we want to connect the entire India and, of course, the entire world. So people, I mean, getting the internet super quickly in the cities and in the towns. So villagers shouldn't be left behind, because they're also there. We have the users there, and yeah. So I would love to see one day. I mean, I hope. I mean, I'm definitely sure that it will happen. But in this year itself, I'm hoping to see Dabba connecting at least 60 or 50% of the rural areas across the Bangalore.
Yeah, I mean that's the aim, not just Bangalore, but the entire country. And great
Yeah.
points that you brought up,
Yeah.
right? People don't realize the amount of connectivity issues a country like India faces. Where you have over 600 million people that don't have internet access, less than 5%, around 5% that don't have broadband access. And it's something that is very, very important. And even for a lot of us, because we stay in cities, we don't see this problem in a lot of places. But even in the city, if you just move a little bit away towards the edge of the city, you start seeing these connectivity issues even on your mobile phones. Right? There's some places even in the city where you don't get reception. So great points that you brought up over there. Awesome. So yes, Chandan, thank you so much. This has been a great session, getting to know you and why this is important to you. Before we close out, like, what are some important thoughts, something you'd like to talk to the community about? What are your closing thoughts for the community?
I'll keep it very simple. Not I mean, just a soft shell maybe. But yeah, Dabba network is also still early, to be honest, because the amount of the devices that are being sold, I mean, are growing exponentially. Like when you compare it to the first few months, then to the next quarter, and last few quarters, so they are growing exponentially. So it is, to be honest, paying maybe like 200 $300 isn't that much to me if you are a Web3 degen or a normie. So but you're investing for the future of internet, right? And it's not just the quick money, but also you'll be earning you'll be earning eventually over the period of time. So don't miss out, and this is your opportunity to buy to get into Dabba network and an awesome community over there. So that's one thing. And also it's super cheap, man, to be honest. When you compare to all other deep in projects, so I think you can get in super early, and your purchase now will be powering an internet somewhere.
Yeah.
So be a reason for a good cause, and buy Dabba network and DePINs. Yes, if you see the DePINs word, please make sure to support them, because you're not just investing on yourself, but also you'll be investing on the future of internet and also future of on chain. So make sure you do it, and yeah, that's it, man. That's it from me.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And great point over that, right? It's good to be altruistic, get connectivity to the masses, but also working with a project that you also get rewarded for your contributions. That's very, very important. But thank you so much, Chandan. It was a pleasure speaking to you. Any do you want to shout out to any of your handles on social media or anything, so people can follow you and learn more about you or get in touch?
Hey, first of all, thanks so much for the opportunity. I love talking. To be honest, if you have met me during the events, you'll be realized that by now. But with that being said, thanks for Dabba Network for not losing the track from the point of the idea being born to this date. So the execution, the flow has been super super good. So I love seeing people sticking true to their conviction and building consistently over the time. And kudos to Dabba Network, to the entire team. And when you guys show up during the events, you show up in real numbers and with the real clarity of mind, with whatever the information that you people are sharing. So which is good to see, and I would love to see more and more Dabba Network sponsored events across the city and across the India. And thanks. First of all, I would like to thank Monkey Dog for for identifying my potential and giving me an opportunity to thrive and connect with so many ecosystem founders and projects. And I think without them, I think I wouldn't have made this big, or if I have made something in this space. And next up, I think all domains are, for giving me another opportunity to explore the different aspect of Web3 and Upwork recently. I want to shout out to them, the founders. We have also met with Dabba Network team as well recently, and they have been doing some incredible work. And yeah, man, and Say Network, of course. It's although a different blockchain, but yeah, these people are eventually giving me the opportunity and platform to show my potential, and I'll be forever thankful to them. And with that being said, buy Dabba Network hotspot right now. That's it.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Chandan. Thanks for joining in. You heard it from Chandan himself. Make sure to follow him across, social media. You'll find him in our Discord channels as well, and catch him at the next Solana event. He's everywhere, talking to everyone. So thanks, Chandan, for joining in. Thank you all for joining in on the conversation, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.